Paul Simon once said, "Music is forever. Music should grow and mature with you, following you right up until you die." This sentiment is particularly poignant because it speaks to the profound influence that music can have on someone's life, not only in one moment, but across the whole journey. Music, regardless of genre, touches one's soul and moves one's heart. The music that one listens to is largely influenced by family, faith, and location. In my own family, I have found that these facets have met at a crossroad and have shaped the music that I listen to. I grew up in an incredibly Irish Catholic family. My grandmother and her family came over in the first half of the 20th century from Ireland. My grandmother valued, above everything else, faith, family, and tradition. These values showed through in how she raised her family, including my sisters and I, and the music that she listened to. Much of my childhood was spent listening to traditional Celtic hymns, as well as a number of other traditional Irish songs with strong religious elements, such as the song you are about to hear by Anthony Carnes of the Irish Tenors. This song, as well as many others that filled my home as a child, speak to the presence of God and the resilience of the Irish people.
As we gathered in the chapel here in old Kilmainham jail, I think about these past few weeks. Will they say we failed?
When my family moved out of their Irish neighborhood in Boston, they relocated to a small, predominantly Irish town on the South Shore of Massachusetts. Nestled between the waterfront and the woods is Holy Family Parish, the church that my family has been attending for the past 20 years. I spent so much of my young life within these walls, listening to the traditional Catholic hymns. The music can be characterized as fairly traditional, solemn even, something that's not uncharacteristic of music in the Catholic faith. The ensemble is composed of a lead singer, a pianist or organist, and a choir. The songs that are sung are hymns surrounding God's light and glory. As the population of the town is primarily Catholic and Irish, it is not unusual to hear traditional Irish blessings, such as the one you are about to hear. When I was applying for schools, a critical aspect that I looked for was a spiritual presence on campus. I absolutely fell in love with the Edmondites, their mission of social justice and social service, and the St. Michael's community at large. Even though I moved away from my family, the importance of faith stayed with me, and I've attended Mass every week. The music that I have been exposed to here at the college has been similar to my church back home, in that many of the same traditional hymns are sung, but Jerome, the music director, organizes and arranges many of these pieces to be more swing-like and upbeat. In the song you are about to hear, "This Little Light of Mine," you can see that the energy is brought in a different way to the music. Regardless of where and what type of religious music I am listening to, there can be no doubt that religious song has stood as the bedrock of my upbringing and has played a huge part in my development. When I attend Mass, the ceremony and ritual are obviously important, but to me, it is the filling of a beautiful church with rich, spirit-filled voices that truly shows me God's presence is alive and well.